Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 14 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
Number 28, Jonathan.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. Caught left side by Hilton.
Eason's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Eason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's Rodgers on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun is Eason. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 7 yards the pickup there. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First and 10, Eason looking downfield for Godwin, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception. Number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Tackle made by Malik Hooker. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 16, Prescott. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
At the 47-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because Even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Second down. Here's Eason. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Eason. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Prescott sacked.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Gain of 4 yards.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Rodgers. So we reach halftime here, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Spinning away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Prescott. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And Pascal's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year. And that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The ball carrier brought down by Bryce Callahan. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Eason. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. To throw on 3rd down. Eason. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. First down, Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the Broncos
out from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Able to get this to Gordon. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's a run with that. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Brought down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Indianapolis, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.